Islamic history. The Battle of Siffīn. MV Editor's Note. This article covers the Battle of Siffīn, which occurred in the time of the fourth rightly guided Caliph, Sayyidina Ali. While as Sunni Muslims we are not normally concerned with the details of the conflicts between some of the companions of the Messenger of Allah (PBUH), today there have arisen many websites and publications that venture to pronounce on such historical circumstances and events in a manner that is erroneous and libelous to the companions and clearly intended to promote twisted sectarianism. It has therefore become important to look into such occurrences with a view to preventing encountering that which is libelous and false. We ask Allah, Most High, for assistance. In the name of Allah, the Most Gracious, the Most Merciful. When dealing with such grave and indeed controversial historical matters, it is important to understand that both Ali and Muawiyah were illustrious companions of the Holy Prophet (PBUH). Being granted the rank of a Sahabi means that both of them, along with the rest of the Sahaba, hold a great status in the eyes of Allah Ta'ala, as apparent from numerous Quranic verses and ahadith expressing the virtues of the Sahaba. 1. As such, neither do we have the right to look down at any of their actions, nor can we criticize the decision made by any of the Sahaba after Allah Ta'ala himself has attested to their piety and uprightness. Now we shall briefly outline the events surrounding the battle between Ali and Muawiyah, more commonly known as the Battle of Siffīn. After the martyrdom of Sayyidina Uthman in the year 35 AH, the Khilafah was handed over to Ali. Many pledged their allegiance to him, such as the Ansar and Muhajirin, but there were some who were unwilling to do so until the perpetrators and conspirators behind the martyrdom of Uthman were first dealt with. 2 out of these people was Muawiyah, who was currently situated as the governor of Sham. 3 is a close relative of Uthman. He also desired that the first initiative of Ali should be to put these perpetrators to task. 4 Ali also desired the same, but he felt that the current state of affairs demanded that the empire is first brought into control before taking the next step. Those who conspired against Uthman were high in numbers, and if dealt with too early would have struck an uproar and caused further fitna throughout the land. 5. As such, when Muawiyah demanded that action be taken against these people, Ali did not respond in the affirmative and further disagreed with Muawiyah's plan of action. Those who were with Muawiyah told him that Ali was only stalling and did not want to go after the conspirators of Uthman's martyrdom at all. This was further aggravated by some misinforming Muawiyah that Ali made way for the conspirators to take down Uthman. 6. Misunderstanding Ali's stance. Muawiyah made the decision to go ahead with his own agenda even if Ali did not agree. 7. When Ali heard about Muawiyah's plan of action, he first sent envoys to negotiate with Muawiyah. Upon failure, he made a decision to gather his army and head towards Muawiyah to stop him and take control of the situation before it weakens the Muslim empire. Soon, this resulted in a confrontation between the two armies around a place called Siffīn in Syria. It first began with negotiations, but eventually led to a full-out battle with many casualties on both sides. As Ali's army gained the upper hand, a proposal was made by the army of Muawiyah to have peace negotiations and cease fighting. 9. At the persistence of some people from his army, Ali decided to go ahead with the negotiations. It was decided that each party would choose one person to represent them and make these negotiations, otherwise known as Takam. Amr bin al-As was chosen to represent the army of Muawiyah while Abu Musa al-Ashri was chosen to represent the army of Ali. 10. It was further decided that the fighting will cease and the final decision will be made during Ramadan 11 of the same year, i.e. 37 12. As Ramadan came about, Amr bin al-As and Abu Musa al-Ashri met and attempted to make peace by coming to a mutual decision regarding the caliphate and the future of the Muslim empire. In the end, these negotiations did not bear any fruit and both parties left without any probable conclusion. 13. This concludes the summary of the battle that took place between Ali and Muawiyah. We do not wish to give further details since such information is only based off of historical narrations that include many weak narrations as well. Furthermore, this is a matter of creed and belief in regards to the Sahaba and as stated before, the Quran outlines the great status of the Sahaba. As such, we cannot disregard our beliefs about the dignity and honor of Sahaba based on simple historical analyses of the events that took place during that time. 14. Before we conclude, we advise you to keep the following points in mind. 1. Muawiyah was a great companion 15 of the Holy Prophet Pbuh, whom the Prophet Pbuh himself made dua for in the following words. O Allah, make him a means of guidance, one who is guided and guide others through him. 16. 2. Both parties were fighting for the sake of religion and for what they believed to be right. Nevertheless, it is the belief of the Ahl-Sunnah that Muawiyah erred in his decision and Ali was on the true path of justice. This does not mean that Muawiyah was sinful, it only means that he erred in his decision but was excused because it was for the sake of what he believed was right at that time. 17. This does not discredit his status as a Sahabi in any way, rather, it shows us that when discord occurs there is always one side that's on the true path, leaving scope for the other side as well. We must show gratitude to both Muawiyah and Ali for their sacrifices and their efforts in the path of religion. In support of the above, consider the following two narrations. In regards to this event, the Holy Prophet Pbuh said, The day of judgment will not be established till there is a war between two groups whose claims will be the same. Hafiz ibn Hajar al-Asqalani writes in his commentary on Sahih al-Bukhari that the above-mentioned hadith refers to Ali and Muawiyah and this claim refers to both of them fighting for the same deen, i.e. Islam. 18. It is reported in the Tariq of Ibn Khaldun that when Ali was asked about the martyrs of the Battle of Siffīn, he responded in the following words. I swear by the being who controls my life that none from these people, i.e. the martyrs, shall pass away while their hearts are still pure without being assured entrance into Jannah. 19. 3. When reading material on such matters, we should always keep an open mind and never let our tongues be soiled by making mention of any Sahabi in a negative manner. We shall conclude with words of wisdom expressed by the great Caliph, Umar bin Abdul Aziz. This is the blood referring to the battles between the Sahaba, from which Allah the Almighty has kept our hands clean from. So it is not suitable for us to soil our tongues by mentioning such matters. 20. And Allah Ta'ala knows best. Footnotes. 1. Muawiyah our Tariki Haqiq, page 11, Maktaba Marif al-Quran. 2. Al-Kamil fi at-Tariq, Volume 2, pg. 461-466, Dar al-Hadith. 3. Ibid. pg. 468, 469, Al-Masu'ad al-Muyassara fi at-Tariq al-Islami, Volume 1, pg.161, Muwaswa Igra.
4. قال وخرج فدخل على ماويت فقال له يا ماويت ألا ما تقاتل هذا الرجل فالله ومن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم بهذا فقال ألا دمي قتلته فاذهب فقولا له فلقد من قتلة عثمان سما من بايع من الشام.
5. Fatawa Muhammadiyya, Volume 2, pg. 73, Darul Ifta Jamia Faruqiya.
6. فصار جرير معاوية فلما قدم عليه ماتله واستشار أمره عليه يزم الشام ويلزم عليه دم ويقاتل بهم ففل معاوية الشام لما قدم عليهم بن بكميس الذي قتل فيه بدم زوجتي نايلة من وز معاوية على وجمع على مدد وهو على ملكت فيه رجال من الشام لا يمسهم من الجنابة لا ينام ولا حتى يقتل وقتلت ومن قام دونهم قتله فلما عاد جرير خبر معاوية واجتماع الشام ما على قتاله ألا ويقولون أليبا قتله وهو قتلته لا ينتهون عنه حتى يقتلوا قال قدر جريرا بيداوة وغشي بلوا خيرا من هذا الذي حتى لم يد بابا يرجو ولا بابا يخاف منه. فقال جرير لو سم لقد من قتلته فقال والله لو لم يني جوابهم والهملت معاوية ألا فيها أن ولو حتى يستقيم هذا.
الكامل في التاريخ لابن الأثير جيم 2 صاد 523 إلى 524 دار الحديث.
7. Ibid. Al-Kamil fi at-Tariq, Volume 2, pg. 464-466 and 469-470, Dar al-Hadith.
وكيل أمر لما بلغه قال الله قتلته بوادي الإصبع يلي هزا فهو فتى سيبا يلي أبن فهو من يليه فبلغه فاشتد عليه ينتظر ميسن الناس مسير عائشة والزبير ينتظر ميسنون الجمل عليه فاسمع معاوية بل شام لا يباي لبا يلزم معاوية من فدا ابن الله ومحمد فاستشارهم وقال متليان عليك فلا خير وهو يدل بسابقته وهو غير في منه فقال له ابنه الله توفبي إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وامر وهم رازون وتزل سفير حتى يجتمع الناس على فتبه وقال له ابنه محمد ناب منه ولا يجتمع هذا في سوت فقال أمره يا الله وما هو خير لي في آخرتي لي في ديني يا محمد وما هو خير لي في دنياي وشر لي في آخرتي ثم خرج وما ابناه حتى قدم على معاوية فوجد الشام يهجم معاوية على الطلب بدمه وقال أمره على بدمه ومعاوية لا يلتفت فقال ابناه ترى معاوية لا يلتفت غيره فدخل أمره على معاوية فقال له والله لجبك بما مارلز النبي والله قاتلنا بدمي في من ما فيها هيست قاتل من سابقته وقرابته وزي الدنا فساله معاوية وتفليه
الكامل في التاريخ لابن الأثير جيم 2 صاد 522 إلى 523 دار الحديث
8 Al-Masu'ad al-Muyassara fi at-Tariq al-Islami, Volume 1, pg.163, Muwaswa Igra.
عليك لا ولا سوما الإبادة بشير بن عمر بن بسيد بن وشبس بن التميمي فقال لهم بيتوا هذا الرجل الله والتايت والجماعة فقال له شبس يا فيه توليه لا بها هو قال وبها تجوى عليه أما وهذا فيك زي فدخل عليه بشير بن فهمد الله عليه وقال يا معاوية ولدنا زالت راجو الله عليه الله تفرق جماعة هذه دماء بينها فقط عليه معاوية وقال هلا فقال صاحبي البيت بيزا في والدين والسابقة في بالرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم قال فماذا يقول قال الله تجيب ابن ما من فيه بخير في عاقبته قال معاوية دم بن عفان لا والله لا
الكامل في التاريخ لابن الأثير جيم 2 صاد 530 دار الحديث
9 Al-Kamil fi at-Tariq, Volume 2, pg. 552 to 553, Dar al-Hadith. 10 Ibid. pg. 555 to 556, Al-Masu'ad al-Muyassara fi at-Tariq al-Islami, Volume 1, pg.163, Muwaswa Igra.
هزام تقاضى علي بن معاوية بن صفين قاضى علي قال ومن من شيتم وقاضى معاوية على الشام ومن من ننزل عند الله وني ما الله ونميت ما الله فما وجد في الله وهما موسى ومر بن أملا به وملم يجد في الله فالسنة الجامع غير
11 According to Imam al-Waqidi, the month they actually met in was Shaban. Al-Bidayah wa an-Nihaya, Volume 8, pg. 62, Dar ibn Rajab.
هيكوب سما من علي ومعاوية ومن اللهما على الذي يتقاضى عليه ولا من الطائفتين على الله وميثاقا على ما في هذه الصفة رمضان يخرى على منهما في لثلاث أشهر خلت منه سنة وثلاثين على يوفي عليك ومعاوية بدومة في رمضان وما منه لم يجتمع منه
13 Al-Bidayah wa an-Nihaya, Volume 8, pg. 64 to 65, Dar ibn Rajab.
أمره يقدم فيه فلما أمره على ابن ولا معاوية موسى ابن عمر أمره قال له أمره قبلني ما قال هذين الرجلين ونزلت شورى فاختار من فقال أمره أما الناس وهم مجتمعون فقال أمره يا موسى قد اتفق موسى فقال قد اتفق على نرجو على البيع هذه موسى مختلفنا فقال قد اتفقن وقال الناس قد نظرن في هذه فلم نر ولا ليش سامن قد علي وهو علي بابا معاوية ويولي الناس من قد خلت علي بابا معاوية Amaru Fakam Wakal, Haza Kadikal Masamitmu, Sahibahu Khola, Sahibi Mawet, Wali ibn Yapan, Baltal Badume, Ulnas Bamkame.
14 Muawiyah al-Tariki Haqiq, page 135, Maktaba Marif al-Quran. 15 Fatawa Darul, Ulum Deoband, Volume 12, pg 256, Darul Ishat. Fatawa Rahimaya, Volume 3, pg 87, Darul Ishat. 16 Sunan at-Tirmidhi, 3842, the chapters on praises. 17 Muawiyah al-Tariki Haqiq, page 139, Maktaba Marif al-Quran.
ومذهب السنة الجن بهم ما شجر بينهما قتالهم مجتهدون لما ولا مسألتنا بالاعتقاد فوجب عليه قتال الارجاء الله مصيبة أفيا الله عليك رزي الله عنه هو أفيا هذا مذهب السنة مشتبه حتى جماعة من أصحاب التهير وفي حفيظ والطائفتين ولم يقاتل ولم يتيكن والصواب ثم أن المساعدة منهم.
شرح النووي علين صحيح مسلم حديث 2888 كتاب الفتن وأشراط الساعة.
هيكارت وقول القطان همزة مفتوح التسنية ووصفهما في الرواية بهما من هما وماويت لما تهربا بسفين وقوله واحدة دينهما واحد منهما يتسمع منهما يدري.
19 Muqaddimah of Tariq of Ibn Khaldun, pg 174, Dar Ihaya at Turith. 20 Merkat al-Mafati Shar of Mishkat al-Masabi, Volume 8, pg 3397, Darul Fi.